Hello, it has been a while. There have been a couple of reasons that I've not been filming much. I actually managed to film some videos through the 6 weeks holidays, and then when the boys went back to school it seemed to get a bit crazy just with meetings and various things on at the school, and I didn't really not get a chance, because obviously I was coming in the studio, but picking up the camera had just almost not become natural because I'd stopped doing it through the summer holidays, if you know what I mean. So it was, I was having to think about doing it and I basically kept forgetting, was trying to get things done, and obviously getting the camera out and filming bits takes a bit of time. So that's one reason. The second reason, my computer has been slowly dying for quite a while, and it's now got to the point where if I have to edit anything in iMovie, I can't have anything else on the computer and it takes ages, and it's really frustrating, and I was just dreading doing it. So those two things meant I kind of had a bit of a unintentional vlogging break. However, I have some good news. Yesterday, finally, I've got little flies. I think they're from the plants. And I've got those little like sticky things in the plants to catch them, but there must be one that's just really bad. Anyway, I keep seeing them across my line of vision. So yesterday, after a lot of research and thinking that I was going to go away from getting an Apple computer and trying to sort things out and having a look and researching, yesterday I ordered a new computer and I've actually gone for an Apple again. So I've got the Apple Studio, which from what we could see was sort of the best that I could get. It's a refurbished one, so I basically wanted to get the best thing I could afford that would last me, because this computer that I've got now is a 2013 iMac, and I've had it, we've got it refurbished. I think I had it about 10 years, 9 or 10 years, and obviously it's a nightmare now because it's really slow, but it does still work. In fact, I think my youngest is going to have it because for what he is going to do on it, just sort of, you know, a bit of googling and whatever, it should be fine. But for me doing work, it is really slow and driving me mad. So yes, that is very exciting. It does mean that, so the Studio is, I have no idea technical terms or anything, but with the iMac it's just a monitor and that is the computer. The Studio is like a box and then you need to get a separate monitor. So I haven't got an Apple monitor, I've just got, I think it's an LG one, but it's a wide screen. So hopefully, well, what you can do is you can have two screens up at the same time, which my husband suggested and I'd not thought about. I was just thinking I'd just get a decent sized monitor. But having thought about it, I did think a few times when I've been editing or designing or doing things, it would be quite good to have two screens up at the same time. So I've got one of those. Again, it's refurbished. I've got, nothing's new because I can't quite justify the price of the new things. So I think the monitor's arriving today and I think the computer's arriving tomorrow, but I have had a message saying that DPD have got my parcel, which is my computer, so it might even arrive today, which will be exciting. So today's job, I've had so many orders over the weekend. The other thing that sort of happened since I spoke to you last, and my orders have picked up massively. If you are watching this and you have just started an Etsy business, or you're in the sort of second, third year and you're getting a few orders but it's not really going anywhere, unless you're really good, and I don't think I'm the best at the SEO, my orders have sort of been going steadily along, and I'd be happy if I got 10 orders a month. And then it picked up a bit and I was getting sort of 15 orders, and then sometimes I'd get like 5 orders and it'd be a bad month, whatever. Well, the last 3 months I have had nearly 60 orders and it's just gone a bit crazy. And of course, the more orders you get, the more Etsy shows your listings. So I think, obviously because I'm getting quite a few orders now, I'm getting shown a lot more. So yeah, orders are doing really well. The only downside is that my website isn't growing, and I always said that I wanted to grow my website the most and then have Etsy as like a little side thing, but it's obviously gone the other way. I probably get about 2 orders a month on my website, and obviously about 58, 57, 58 on Etsy. So I'm not complaining because it's all good, and I'm really pleased that things are going. I actually sold my last advent calendar yesterday. They have sold really well this year, and they're actually from last year, but I don't think I put them on Etsy until November. And what I have realised, which I did kind of know, but I just think I was just always late, you need to be putting them on, I'd probably say May, because I sold my first advent calendar at the beginning of August. So that being said, I was thinking, right, well, I'm going to make some more, and then I'll make some more at the beginning of next year, ready for next Christmas. But since that last one's gone, I'm now thinking, oh no, you know, we're only in October, should I put more on? Should I make some more up and put some more on? So I thought, well, let me see what Christmas fabric I've got, because I didn't think I had any, but I have. I've got 3, they're all Liberty. So this, which I really like, it's got like baubles on it. Oops. So I've got some of that. Then I've got this one, which is sort of a Christmassy kind of toys one, and then this is the one that I used for the advent calendars. I made mini journals, and this was the fabric I used for them. So I've got some of that left as well. So I was thinking I could make a couple of mini journals. They were only sort of this big, and they just had one signature. My idea was that it could be used as your Christmas journal. So it was just sort of a smallish, I think it had about 50 pages in, I think. That's Rosie's tail thumping. I've also had a bit of a sort out of my shelves here, because my products were getting a bit, well, I've got boxes and everything. Yeah, my products, I was running out of space basically, so I've had a bit of a reorganise there. I've been making up journals, but not very many. I was planning on doing them throughout the summer and I didn't really get round, so I'm just trying to manoeuvre you around a load of boxes. I got a load of packing boxes, but I haven't got anywhere to put them, so they're just leant against the side there. I realise I've been rambling now for nearly 9.5 minutes, but I was just trying to catch you up on what's been going on. There's not been a huge amount. Like I said, my orders have picked up and I've been packaging orders. I did finish this journal the other day. So this was the I had some of the covers made up. This was the only Christmas cover I had made, so I just thought I'd make it up. And then I did all the pages the other day. They're not as decorated as I normally do, because I'm thinking I might step away from adding as much to the pages and maybe make up a little sort of ephemera pack to go with the journals instead, which is what I used to do when I very first started. I used to add some sort of tabs, and then I used to put together a little, well, I did a handmade envelope and put in some sort of vintage ephemera, and I'm thinking I might do that again, because the thing, I always think they look really nice when you add everything, but isn't that part of the journaling process that you do? So although I kind of like adding a bit of lace and ribbon, and I do like adding the sort of fabric tabs that I've added on the other one that I've done, but I didn't have any of this fabric left to do. So so yeah, instead I think going forward I'm going to not put as much on the pages. I've sewn in pockets, and I've sewn sort of little bits of lace, as you can see. Well, I can't find a pocket now, but I have been, there's one. I've sewn some little pockets in them, but yeah, and then I will, there's a pocket in the back there as well, which, oops. I'm going to put together like a little ephemera vintage pack to go with them, and then you can use those bits in your journaling. So that is ready. I think it is actually on Etsy, because I put it on, but I haven't put together the little ephemera pack, so I'll do that and then sort of add another photo of that. Yeah, and then I sewed some pages of another journal over the weekend, but I haven't bound the journal together, so when I've done that, that'll be journal number 2, but I have got about 16, I think. And yeah, I'm not sure when I'm going to get round to doing those, especially if I'm going to start making new things. I'm in that thing where I have a lot of ideas and I want to do them all straight away. I got my glass tumblers out because some of the wraps that I'd got were quite autumnal, and I thought, oh, I could do those, because I never actually put the glass tumblers on my shop when I was going to launch those. I didn't actually do them because I wasn't 100% happy with the quality, but I think I've got to grips with how to do it properly now, so I thought I could have a go at doing those, but I don't know whether I will get round to it. It's one of those, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to do some more advent calendars or whether that's too late or what. The other thing was I wasn't going to do them quite as big, although I am going to, I don't think I've got any Christmas washi tape, which was another issue, because obviously that takes time to come. Those ones. Anyway, I think I'm going to, even if I don't do the advent calendars, I do want to make some mini journals with these, so I think I'm going to crack on. I've got some orders to pack, which I'll do first. Then I'm going to make up some covers. Because they're just small and they're just a single signature, they don't take a massive amount. I could probably make a few in the same time that I would make one big one, because there's just one signature. So I'm going to crack on with that and finish my tea, and then I will, yeah, come and let you know what else I've got to do. Another thing that I need to do, oh, one of the one of the big reasons, as well as the fact that my computer's dying, is that Cricut have said that their software won't work with anything older than OS 11, I think it is, which mine is. I think mine's 10, or it might even be less than that actually. Anyway, so my Cricut's been very temperamental. I've really struggled cutting out things because they've been off centre, and I've had to print out so many, print and cut. I've wasted so much sticker paper because I've had, the stickers are one of my best sellers, and I've had orders coming in and I've been printing them out and they've just not been good enough. And I was thinking I would need to get a better machine to do the cutting of the stickers, but the machines we're looking at are thousands. So I am hoping that getting the new computer, which I did need anyway, will potentially will mean that the Cricuts work better, because obviously it's a newer OS system, so it should work better, and I'm hoping that is the reason the Cricuts aren't working, which will give me a bit longer to use the Cricuts before I get a better cutting machine, which I will probably do, but it just gives me a bit more time to save up and do a bit of research and find out more information and things, because the Cricuts can handle the amount that I'm selling at the minute. It's not like they're overworked, it's just that they're not very consistent. They're not consistent, so one sticker sheet will be fine and then the next 5 will be awful, and it's costing me a lot in sticker paper. So fingers crossed the new computer solves that. But I am also, one of the Cricuts, I've got 2, one of them has completely stopped working because it says there's something wrong with the sensor and it can't read the lines, and I've tried what I would normally do because it's happened before, but not this bad. So my other thing is that I want to take them apart and give them a bit of a clean, because I've never done that, and the one that stopped working is my oldest one, and I've had it, I think 5 or 6 years. No, can't be 6, it must be about 5. I think it's about 5 years. So it is quite old and I've never cleaned it, so that will be a YouTube tutorial, and hope I don't break anything. Right, I'm going to go because I've been rabbiting on now for nearly 20 minutes. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'll speak to you again in a bit. I'm going to pack these orders and get cracking. I'll speak to you in a bit.
was running round in circles, but I'm still on the ground. It's a dizzying day. I would give a lot to get away. It's getting real dark in here. Feels like I've been here 1,000 years. Could you bring some light to me? Or just sit beside me and never leave? I got the curtains up. I guess it would be nice if you could interrupt. It's a day like this. It's a day I really would have missed. It's getting real dark in here.
Right, it is a lot later now. It's 4:10, but I have just finished putting all the pages in these mini journals. So they're all now ready to have like little bits added onto the pages, and then I can sew them. Yeah, I can sew the bits onto the pages and then I can bind them, should I say. So I've got 7 of those. It's a bit annoying me because some of them, the pages, I quite like pages to sort of be tucked inside just to protect them, and some of these are, I've cut them down but some are still sticking out, so I need to go through and look at those. So yeah, I've got 7 of those in 3 different fabrics, but I've also, so I've got those 2 fabrics, and then I've got this fabric, but I've done 2 of each. So I've done 2 with the red binding and 2 with the green. So yeah, I'm pleased that I got those done. I didn't do anything else, I've just spent the whole day doing those because I was just in the zone, so I just got it done. I'm going to have a cup of tea. I'm going to go and fetch the boys in about 40 minutes, so I'm going to have another cup of tea. I've got another order's come in, so I might quickly package that. It's some stickers. Yeah, I think by the time I get back from picking the boys up it's about 6 o'clock, so I tend to try and have everything finished so I can go and have like an evening with them, or at least with my youngest, because my eldest now just is in his room, typical teenager, and yeah, doesn't want to spend any time with us. So yes, I will do that. The only thing is, and I'm wondering whether to unbox it or wait till tomorrow, is my monitor has arrived. So that's really exciting, but my computer's arriving tomorrow, so I might leave it till then. While I was doing that, I did have an idea. So I moved into this bigger room in March, I think. I did a whole vlog on it, and I did a bit of a tour, so I will try and remember to link those if you want to go and have a look. But a lot of the stuff is a bit kind of temporary at the minute. Sort of, there's a desk there resting on a table and a drawer unit, and some of my desk over there is attached. So that one where I'm pointing now, that is attached, but there's another bit at the other end which is just resting on a drawer and like a shelf unit. So my husband is going to fix them, but he hasn't had time yet. So the only thing is this unit that's sort of behind you, I wanted high so that I could stand at it. At the minute it's got my heat press on it, which I've never actually used, which I do need to try and do something with. My printer, things like that. But I did have an idea that it's a white tabletop, it's an IKEA desktop, and I thought it would be quite good to use for photographs, because if I can stand at it, it won't hurt my back. At the minute I do it on the floor, because I've got, behind you there are the French doors and the light is really good, but I do it on the floor and it really does hurt my back. So when I'm photographing a lot of things, I really struggle. So I was wondering, I did get some IKEA legs, which are, as well as, like, my husband's going to fix, like, he's fixed that desk to the wall, but we've also put legs on sort of in the middle, and I think I've got enough to use like 6 and put 6 legs on this, because it's quite a long, I think it's 2 metres, well it is 2 metres, to put 6 legs on that and make it higher. And when he gets round to fixing it to the wall and whatever, obviously the legs can be taken off and used elsewhere or whatever, but it just means that I could get that higher, and that isn't a hard thing to do, because obviously you just drill some holes and screw the legs on. So I might add that to my list of things I want to do, which is obviously growing, but yeah, I thought that might be quite good, because then I think I'll use that more. My paper cutter's on there, and I've just brought my paper cutter over here to cut the papers, but actually if that was a high table I could just use the cutter on there. So anyway, I might try and do that. Obviously me saying this to you makes me a bit accountable, because I've said it to you, so I have to do it. I've got these little flies, I think they're from the plants, really annoying me. Right, so I'm pleased that I've got these done. I won't start doing anything else with these now. That's really, I don't know if it's just that one. Maybe I just didn't cut them down enough. Sometimes when you bind it, it kind of pulls it right into the thing anyway, but this one is sticking out. You can see it sticks out quite a bit there, and I just like it all to be tucked in. I don't mind sort of tabs and things sticking out, but I always think the papers, you want to kind of have them protected a bit by the cover. So I might just cut a few of those back a bit. Right, I'm going to go make a cup of tea. I've been listening to an audio book while I've been working as well, which I quite like. Yeah, anyway, what was I going to do? I've got the order. I was going to do the order. I'll go put the kettle on, make myself a cup of tea, and then I'll get this order packed, and I will catch up with you. If I don't catch up with you again today, I will film some more tomorrow and get back into this vlogging, which I'm enjoying, but I realise I am talking a lot in this one, but I think it's just because I'm trying to catch you up with various things. Hopefully next week there'll be less talking, more doing. But yeah, I'll speak to you again in a bit. Hello, it is now Tuesday. It's actually 20 to 3, so it's quite late, and I've not been on and said hello to you today, but I've been really busy trying to get the little mini journals finished, which they are nearly done now. I've just got to bind them together. But my new computer's arrived, so I wanted to unbox it with you. I've got the monitor here as well, which arrived yesterday, but I didn't open that because I wanted to open them both together, and then I can hopefully set it up and yeah, see what it looks like. Right, I'm having a bit of a problem with my camera batteries in that when I'm charging them, they don't actually seem to be charging. So then it says they're fully charged, I put them in my camera and they've got no charge on them. And all three of them are the same. So I think what I'm going to do is I've put together the monitor. I'm going to unbox the computer, which is in here. I'm going to set it all up and then I'm going to show you. It will probably be tomorrow now because it's 3:30. The batteries seem to be taking ages to charge. I think I might have to buy some new ones, either that or a new charger. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with this because I really want to get it set up, and I will show you all later, and hopefully it all works okay. Hello, it is Wednesday afternoon, it's 3:20. I've been quite a bad vlogger this week. So yesterday I came on really quickly because my new computer had arrived, but then I was having problems with my battery charger for my camera. So all three of my batteries were depleted and for some reason weren't charging very well. So anyway, I've left them overnight. I think I'm going to have to get a new charger. I think it's the charger rather than the batteries. Yeah, so anyway, I've got a fully charged battery and the others are charging now. And my computer's set up, which I wanted to show you, but also this morning I had a bit of a move around and a tidy up and just trying to get my room a bit more functioning. I seem to have got a lot of stuff that didn't have a home and it was just building up and making the room feel messy, and yeah, I couldn't get round places, I couldn't get in the drawers that were here. So yeah, just thought I'd show you quickly what I've done. You can possibly see a bit of it behind me. So this is a desk that I want higher up. So originally it was on a set of drawers. Whoops. Let's see if I can turn you around. So these drawers here, whoops, which are the IKEA Alex drawers, the wide ones. And then I had a table the same height, so I had it on there, so it wasn't very high. Oh dear, not going to be able to do this very well maybe. So I have changed it around and I thought I had more legs, which are the extendable legs from IKEA, but I only actually had 3 and I thought I had 5. So that meant I needed something else to rest it on, and luckily we've just moved around some furniture in our dining room and I had this corner cupboard, which is actually a cupboard that my dad made, and it was not in use. So, sorry, the dog's just looking out of the... Have you seen something outside? Yeah, so it wasn't in use and it's a good height to have this unit. Come down. Quite a good height. You want attention? Yeah, so I thought if I rest it one end on that, I can put one leg in the middle and then 2 at the other end, so that worked quite well. So yeah, this is a lot higher how I want it. Yeah, I know, go find your toy, go find your toy. Where's your toy? It's not outside. I think she's a bit unsure because there's loads of boxes and things around because I've been moving stuff. Yeah, so whoops. So this is how I want it now, and I will eventually get round to using my heat press. I got my mug press out of the box because I've not actually used that either. It's got my printer, which was there anyway, and my paper cutter, which I will now be able to use in situ rather than moving onto my other desk. And then this I had from IKEA. I had it I think I've had it since we went and got the tabletops at the beginning of the year, with the idea that I would put it on my desk over here, but I don't think it will fit there, so I just put it there. It hasn't got anything on it at the minute, but I just it was a box in the way, so I just moved it and built it. So that's what's changed here, and then I will show you where I've moved everything to. Let me just move that up a bit. I'm trying to do this on the tripod because I thought it was a bit easier. So I will take you down the other end and show you, oops, what has changed here. It seems to have gone quite dark. I was excited when I moved into this room because, oh, open the legs. I was excited when I moved into this room because it was so much brighter than my old room that I was in. So I thought it was my phone ringing then. It's so much brighter than the room I used to be in, which it is, but it still gets dark when, obviously we're now in autumn, so it's a bit wonky. Right, so the the set of drawers that Alex draws, that I had the tabletop on, I have moved up here. There was going to be a big unit, if you've been around for a while, I got a big pine wardrobe which I was going to paint the same as my dresser and put that there for storage, but I was planning on doing it over the summer and I just never got round to it, so that's still in the garage. So at the minute I've got these chest of drawers here, I've got this shoe rack which I find really good for putting my crickets on, because I've got two, rather than them taking up space lengthways, I can stack them. So I got this shoe rack from B&M. It's just a really cheap, like, plain wood one. I have got another one which is over there, but it's not as wide, and that's only got 3 shelves. This one's got 4. And I was intending to paint them, but I never got round to them, and I've just left them. So I've got that to put my crickets on. My crickets, I did some cut some stickers out on them yesterday, and they worked perfectly with my new computer, so I'm hoping that the reason the crickets weren't cutting properly was because my old computer wasn't technically compatible anymore, and it obviously worked, but it wasn't working properly. My older cricket, this yellow one, still needs sorting out because the sensor's not right, but at least I've got one, so that's good. And then down here you will see this is my new computer. So I've got a very widescreen computer, which I find very odd. I'm not quite used to yet. I've still got my other Mac on because there are still some things. I've just set up my label printer, but I needed to download some software onto my new computer to do that, so I had to use my old Mac to print some labels, but I've sorted that now anyway, so that's all done. Yeah, so that's the only bit down here. I can show you, I mean, that's the monitor. Ooh, I'm doing a very bad job of moving you. My computer is, I'm going to point there, so it's just a box, and yeah, it's working very well. I'm very pleased with it, and the screen is really good. I did some sort of design work the other day, and it was great to have the big screen, and I think it will be good if I need 2 screens up at the same time. Eventually I won't have my other Mac. I think my youngest has his eyes on that, so we will see if that makes its way up to his bedroom or not. This is a really odd vlog because I haven't vlogged for a while, so I feel like I was trying to catch you up on a lot of stuff, so there's a lot of talking, and like I say, not much of me doing anything. So hopefully in the next vlog I will get back into it and get filming some more bits, and I might sort out my crickets next week and I will film me taking them all apart, which might be good actually, because if I film myself taking them apart I can watch it back and reverse it so I can put them back together. So that might be a good idea. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already. I will see you in a couple of weeks for another studio vlog. Take care, bye.